Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. So here we got a 2022 Ford F-150 in Atlas Blue. In this video, we're going to be doing matte paint protection film installation on the hood. Now we've already started installing matte paint protection film all over this vehicle already. All we have left to do is just the hood and one side of the box. So that will be video number 2. We're going to do that next. But the film that we're going to be using in this video is Suntek Ultra Matte Paint Protection Film. It's my first time using it, and so far I really like it. So it's 8mm thick, and it will take whatever color vehicle you have, and it will give it that matte look. So far I like it. As you can see, we have the F-150 emblems out on the fender, just because we wanted to try and get a little bit better coverage. So in this video, doing the hood, I'm gonna do my very best to get maximum coverage all the way around all the corners, on the back, and on the front. So yeah, I got the film up there on the board. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so we got the film laid down on the hood. We got a bunch of slip solution underneath the film as well as on top of the film so the squeegee can glide properly. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift up this corner over here, and I'm gonna get a bunch of tack solution on the fender and on the adhesive of the film, and I'm just gonna tack that down. That's going to be my anchor point. Now we're going to go over to the driver's side as well. All I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to pull the film just a little bit over. And there we go. Got that locked down. Now, I'll be right back. Just making sure this is all good over here. Now we can start our 4-corner tack. So I left the adhesive dry over here for a reason. That way when I pull the film down or stretch it into place, I have good dry adhesive that I can use for tacking. Now when I stretch this out, you can see all these fingers building up here. The aim when stretching is I want to stretch just enough that these fingers lay down flat. So just very lightly. That we don't want. Okay, I'm not going to edit that out. That happens. I stretched a little bit too hard. I'm just going to reapply tack solution over here. There we go. Get that down. Even squeegee a little bit onto the hood. Now we'll come over here and we'll do this again. Actually, I'm going to have to use some tack solution underneath there. Anytime you're doing your pull, you don't want to pull with too much pressure. You know, if you go with too much pressure, you know, that's when you do end up having things pop up. That should be good for now. Now we're going to come over here, we're going to do the exact same thing. All I'm going to do is just give it a nice stretch. Go. Now we do have a few fingers up over here. These will be super manageable, super easy to get rid of. Now, one thing we have is we have the film building up over here. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come over here, lift it up, get that to lay down flat. I'm gonna massage that down just with my hand. And I'm actually gonna take and squeegee that down so that does not start to lift and create any issues for me. So we have a bit of a sticking point right here. All I'm doing is just popping that up as well too. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab my knife. Just gonna come over here to the back. And I'm gonna cut some of the excess film off. And then I'm gonna take my tack solution. Just gonna lift the film up. Get this tack down over here. There we go. That's good. Nothing to be alarmed. Just drop something. So right now, I got all this air buildup underneath the film, and I want to get rid of it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my tack solution. I'm going to spray some down behind the adhesive over here and on the paint. And just with my hand, I'm going to come along right over here in this valley. Just going to run my hand along there. And when I get to the end, I'm just going to hold that down just with my finger. I'm going to come along with my squeegee. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just squeegeeing all the moisture, all the slip solution out from that valley. Now, because I have tack solution in that valley, that tack solution is, our front corner's popping up. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Now that I have tack solution down here, when I let go with my finger, it's gonna stay in place. So that's good. This right here is probably the hardest part about these hoods to do, is to get this valley down. Now what I'm also gonna do is, since I'm up here already, I'm just gonna take and squeegee this passenger half of the hood down. Now, what I need to do over here is I need to get rid of all this air. So same thing, just gonna pull the film back. Spray some slip tack solution behind there, behind the film. Just with my hand, with my palm, I'm gonna come along, push all that air out, hold that down, my finger. Because I'm holding this down with my finger right over here, I can still push the solution out either over here or over here. So I guess for thinking for future future F-150s, if I'm going to be doing matte wraps on them, what I could do is I could remove this cowl over here, and it would probably give me more accessibility with my hands for when I'm squeegeeing. But now all I'm doing is I'm just doing a bunch of just insurance passes just to make sure all moisture is out. Now that I lift up over here, that's staying locked down, so that's good. This over here, got that out. Now, this front edge over here, where I tacked onto the headlight, has lifted up, as you can see. It's creating some fingers over here. All I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna pull the film back and make sure I'm using my tack solution. Just gonna get my tack solution underneath here. Now, same thing. Just gonna stretch it out so those fingers are gone. Stick that down again. It's okay, those will be manageable. Now I'm going to take and get rid of all this air right here. So I'm just going to take my hand and just going to push all this air out. Got this finger popping up here. Just going to hook this film around that corner. Go. I'm going to come along this body line right here. Always want to overlap your squeegee strokes so that way you're not leaving moisture behind. It does happen, even to the best of us. So anytime you got some fingers like that, just gonna hit that with some tack. And I'm just gonna hit them all at an angle with the squeegee. And those go down like nothing. Okay, now we'll go over to the driver's side and we'll repeat the whole process. So right now I'm just gonna get more slip solution on top of the film, as it has more than likely started to dry out. Same thing I'm going to do over here is I'm going to lift up because I got this film building up here. I'm going to lift up. And get that down. Go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and cut the excess film off. Now, same thing, I'm going to spray a bunch of tack solution in there. Now, just going to create a little bit of tension. I'm going to pull, come over here, run my hands through that valley, get all that down, and I'm just going to hold that there. Might as well get this all down while I'm at it. Now that I got this valley down, same thing as I did before, just gonna get some tack solution in underneath the film. off my hand. There we go. I don't normally squeegee with my left hand, so this does look a little bit awkward. Make sure there's nothing popping up into that valley. Now I'm just going to push all this back. Go. Okay, there we go. That's down. Now what I'm going to do before I tackle the driver's side, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get the center down. Now, got my tack solution. I'll come across here, get a bit of tack solution underneath here, and just going to stretch these fingers out so they lay down flat, just like that. There we go. Now we can move on over here. Actually, to make my life easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bunch of this excess film off. So always want to angle the squeegee so the solution's going down. And there we go. Okay, now that I got a bunch more solution underneath here, what I'm going to do is same thing I did on the other side. Just going to take my hands, I'm just going to run through here like this, just push this air out, get that to lay down, just like so. I'll come along with the squeegee. Get that squeegee down. Go. Now, same thing, just going to hit some tack solution right here. And I'm just going to put those all down at an angle. Okay, there we go. Okay. So that's the end of this video. That's how I would go ahead and install matte paint protection film on a full hood. I did a video like this about a year ago, F-150 as well, with XL Ultimate Plus, the clear film. I'll link that video if you guys want to check that out. I really enjoy using this film. Hope you get a chance to use more of it in the future. If you guys like this video, make sure you like it, leave a comment down below, and stay tuned for the next video, because the next one we're going to be doing installation on the box on this truck. So take care.